For years, the S-500 Prometey existed somewhere between rumor and legend. Western analysts dismissed it as exaggerated, unfinished, or technically impossible. But new footage and insider reports from Russia's 2025 trials reveal something no one wanted to believe. The S-500 is no longer a prototype. It is active, operational, and, most alarming for NATO, performing at a level far beyond previous estimates. And according to multiple intelligence leaks, the system just demonstrated something unprecedented: the ability to detect stealth aircraft like the F-35, the F-22, and even low-orbit hypersonic platforms at ranges approaching 600 kilometers. If confirmed, this fundamentally rewrites the balance of air power. The 2025 test took place deep inside Russian territory, under conditions designed to mimic a full NATO strike package. Electronic warfare jamming, decoy drones, F-35 emission signatures, even simulated hypersonic trajectories, everything was pushed into the S-500's detection envelope. The goal was simple: to see whether this system could create an air defense shield beyond anything the world has built before. And according to the radar telemetry now circulating among Western analysts, it did exactly that. Multiple stealth profiles, even the most advanced, were detected almost instantly. Not by guessing, not by scattered radar reflections, but with continuous tracking, something no long-range system has achieved at this level. Before we begin, make sure you're subscribed to NeuroIntelE, because what you're about to hear goes far beyond headlines, beyond speculation, and beyond anything NATO expected in 2025. And trust me, this is one update you don't want to miss. To be clear, this is not an upgrade of the S-300 or S-400. This is a new family entirely. The S-500 combines multi-band radar arrays, over-the-horizon sensors, high-frequency tracking nets, and new AI-assisted filtering capable of cutting through even the most advanced jamming. For years, Western militaries trusted stealth as the ultimate shield. It meant survivability, it meant dominance. But the S-500 does not try to see an aircraft's shape. It detects the microscopic disturbances created by its movement: heat signatures, atmospheric compression waves, electronic noise fingerprints, and even the faint ripples generated by its flight vector. Stealth was built to evade traditional radar. The S-500 is not traditional radar. And here's the part that is making NATO extremely nervous. During the 2025 tests, the system tracked a simulated F-35 strike group at ranges well outside the performance envelope of any Western interceptor. That means the aircraft were dead before they even got close. This changes every air operation scenario. Long-range stealth strikes? Gone. High-altitude penetration? Gone. Even standoff missile launches become risky because the platforms carrying them can now be detected and targeted before they fire. Western commanders are suddenly realizing the implications. Air superiority, the cornerstone of NATO's entire military doctrine, may no longer be guaranteed. The reaction inside NATO has been intense. Intelligence briefings describe major concern and unexpected capability leaps. War planners in Washington, London, and Brussels are re-evaluating assumptions that have been stable for 2 decades. The F-35 program, costing more than $1 trillion, was built on one idea: stealth. But if Russia has a system that can see it before it sees the threat, the entire strategic equation shifts. The uncomfortable truth for Western militaries is this: Russia has been investing in air defense while NATO invested in offense. And now, the defensive side may have finally overtaken the offensive one. But the most dramatic part of the S-500 story isn't the radar, it's the interceptors. These missiles are not just fast, they are blisteringly fast. Reaching speeds above Mach 10, they can engage ballistic missiles, hypersonic weapons, and high-altitude aircraft at the edge of space. For years, the U.S. considered hypersonics as a guaranteed breakthrough technology, something no defense system could reliably stop. But if the S-500 can truly track and intercept objects traveling at these velocities, then the hypersonic advantage is no longer exclusive. And while NATO watches with concern, Russia is already working on the next phase, integrating the S-500 with the S-550, a system designed specifically for anti-space operations. Together, these platforms could form a shield stretching from the ground to low orbit, something the U.S. Air Force has never had to face. With every test, every data point, and every radar sweep, the geopolitical pressure increases, because a world where stealth is vulnerable is a world where U.S. dominance is no longer guaranteed. Many analysts in the West are now asking a difficult question. Is this the beginning of the end for traditional air power? For decades, the assumption was simple: control the skies and you control the battlefield. But if Russia can deny the skies at extreme range, NATO must rethink its doctrine from scratch. And that's the part that is keeping military planners awake at night. The S-500 isn't just a missile defense system, it is a signal, a message that technological supremacy can shift even after decades of Western dominance. One thing is certain: the 2025 tests have changed the conversation, they have changed strategy, and they have changed expectations on both sides of the world. Whether NATO responds with new stealth technology, new electronic warfare, or new long-range platforms, the race has officially entered a new phase, and the S-500 is the system that pushed it forward. For now, the only thing we know is this: the skies of the future will not look like the skies of the past. If you want to stay ahead of these developments, make sure you're subscribed to NeuroIntelE, because the next updates, the next leaks, and the next shifts in global power are coming fast, and you will not want to miss what happens next. And if you're still here after the first minute of the video, thank you. Videos like this take a lot of work, and your support means more than you know. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and stay with us as we break down every major shift in this rapidly changing world.